In this section, we will be seeing how to simulate laminates. Once the image has been uploaded and the initial setup is completed, just scroll to the Laminates screen, press Insert. We can choose from 4 different templates that are available: the oval, rectangular, square or the triangular templates of laminates. There are 2 templates in the library which can be used to simulate the lower laminates as well. In this section though, we will be seeing about simulating the upper laminates only. To select the laminates that we want to insert, we can either click on individual laminates or we can just scroll to the names and press so that all the laminates become selected. So we can scroll to the name of the laminate and all laminates become selected. Once you press on the individual laminate again, it becomes deselected. Once we are sure of which laminates to insert, just click the Insert button. Once we have inserted the templates, we can use these control points and align the templates. The alignment of the templates should follow the smile curve. That is, we can align the templates according to the curvature of the lower lip. Once we are satisfied with the alignment of the templates, we can right click and press Select All to adjust the size of all the templates together, or if need be, we can select individual laminates and edit it the way we want to. Just make sure that the templates outline or the laminates outline should fully cover the underlying tooth structure. When we want to edit individual templates, we need to follow the same principle, that when the cursor turns its shape to a double arrow, we can move it. If we press anywhere between 2 control points, the cursor turns plus shaped and we can add one more control point for better adjustments. If we want to adjust the size of an individual template, just right click on it, resize rotate, and we can make the laminate thinner or wider, and we can rotate it as needed. If we are not happy with the size or shape of a particular laminate, just click on it and delete. Click on it and delete. We can mirror the laminates on the other side, and here we get an exact replica. Similarly, we can mirror this and we get one more laminate that we can edit and adjust as needed. Once we are satisfied with editing the size, shape and position of the laminates, just press Apply button and a default texture gets applied to the laminates. This is not the final texture. This is just to show us how the laminates would look like after some sort of texture is inserted onto them. As we can see here, the outlines of these 2 laminates don't look very proper. That means the margin of the canine is visible over the lateral incisor. To change this, just press on the lateral incisor and the margin of the lateral incisor now comes above the margin of the canine. Similarly, just press on the central incisor here so that its margin comes over the margin of the lateral incisor. If we feel the need to do any more editing at this step, we can again press Edit and carry out any adjustments if needed. And Press the apply button again. We can now go ahead and apply texture on the laminates. To apply texture, we can use either the texture from the patient's own teeth, or we can use some sample textures that are provided in the DTS library. There are 3 sample textures. I will select texture 1 and insert. We can go to the preview screen and adjust the brightness and contrast of the texture to make it look as realistic as possible. We can whiten the laminates if needed. And we are done with our laminate simulation. If we need any further adjustments to the laminates at this stage, we can go back to the laminates screen, change the texture. We can use the texture from the patient's own teeth. We will be discussing regarding using texture from the patient's own teeth in the advanced DTS tutorials. If needed, we can edit and change the size and shape of the laminates if needed. Press apply and check the preview section again. We can just play the simulation to see the transition from before to after laminates. We can also adjust the amount of lip shadow opacity and the lip shadow size that is seen on the laminates. All these effects can be added to make the simulations appear more realistic.